Hello, 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 my beautiful people. It's me, Coach Lee, coming at you with your Movement Monday. Let's get it started. Hey, let's get it moving. Hey. All right. So, a lot of times I talk about healthy relationship. Well, I don't really talk about it, but a lot of times, a lot of my clients want to know the difference between a healthy and an unhealthy relationship. So with today, I really want to talk about the difference. What is a healthy relationship? What is an unhealthy relationship? So a lot of times we get ourselves in these lovely relationships and not recognizing the signs, the flags, the red houses. And we still want to be like, well, maybe I can do this or maybe I can do that and change this person, change that person. When in all reality, you'll be changing yourself in so many different ways. So before I go into this and, give out a few things about to recognize an unhealthy relationship and a healthy relationship, let me properly introduce myself. So those that are new to my channel, I am Coach Lee, the world's #1 self-love master trainer that uses a holistic approach. I assist individuals that overcame trauma in their life, whether it's domestic violence, sexual assault, abandonment, just to name a few. On my channel, I basically give tips, tools on self-love, on your spiritual journey, because it's not even just about the love of self, it's also about the love of your spiritual journey. So with the spiritual journey, it's knowing how to recognize your chakras if it's a blockage. It's knowing that your spiritual journey will be isolation. At the same time, I'm here to assist you and hold your hand along the way. Enough of that. Now to talk about the relationships, healthy and unhealthy relationships. Because it's like I want you to build those true healthy authentic relationships within yourself first so you can attract them elsewhere. In order to build them within yourself, you have to know what is a healthy relationship. What is an unhealthy relationship? What are the difference between the two? So with a healthy relationship, let's start off unhealthy relationship. An unhealthy relationship, especially for those that are, I'm not even going to use the word DV throughout this that much, but I have to talk about it. And I have to talk about it is because sometimes we're in these situations and we're like, what just happened? We don't even know how it got to this point. Now, I do want to say that when a relationship that has DV in it starts out, it never starts out with someone physically hitting you. Never does. They can love bomb. They will love bomb you. They want you to be all to them. They just love you so much. And then the light turn on or the script get flipped. They start letting you know that your family don't really love you like that. No one else loves you more than I love you. The isolation, they don't want no one else around you. Why you always got to hang out with your friends? Why we can't spend more time with each other? What is going on? You must don't love me. So now they really starting to make you feel bad about yourself and the things that you were loving that you did. And then on top of that, they make you believe, it's a belief that they really pour into you, make you believe that, well, if you're not around me, then you must really don't love me. Because they want you all to yourself themselves. They put you in an isolation where once they got you and they know you in this bond of isolating you, then you caught up in their web. And now they can do the things that they wanted to do and their true authentic self comes out. Start calling you names. I mean, you're just so stupid. You're just so dumb. Anyone should know how to do this. They really will start calling you names and putting you down, making you feel bad for who you are as an individual. Some even want to try to control your money so you can't work. If you do work, they get you fired. Or they want your money all the time when you get paid. And this is not just women getting abused. Men also go through this as well. Then on top of all of that, you're going through this emotional abuse, this mental abuse, this psychological abuse that they really is mind manipulating you. They having you put up in a space where you only believe everything that they tell you. They even start accusing you, if you working, of being with a coworker. Because they really have to trap you in your mind first. They really have to grab hold of that mind to really trap you there. And that's how they get you pulled up even further in their web. Then as they doing all of this to you as well, slowly the physical is creeping. It'd be a slap here and there and make it seem like, oh, I didn't mean to do it. If you wouldn't have did this, I wouldn't have did that. You caused me to hit you. They want to be, you're the blame for everything that happens. They blame you for the reason why this happened, that happened, even if you didn't have anything to do with it. And it's to take the blame off of themselves. It's to take the fault off of themselves. They make it seem like they're the victim. And that's how they really pull you all the way in. And I wanted to talk about that aspect first, because a lot of times it's like, wow, well, the person not hitting me, so it can't be abuse. No, the person already mind abused you mentally, psychologically, emotionally, before they even physically hit you. And I know this topic is kind of heavy, and a lot of times it's mainly only talked about in October, but it's like, no, it needs to be talked about throughout all the time, because abuse don't only happen in October. It even could be to the point where you so caught up with them where they like, well, I don't even want to be with you no more. I think we should break up. And you're like, well, what happened? What did I do? Because now they know that you love them so much. So they say, well, I just don't want to talk to you no more. We great break up. I'm going to block you. I'm going to do some of that. And you are in a space where it's like, but I really want to be with you. Don't leave me. Because they already isolated you from someone and everyone else. Now they want you to beg and plead for them. And that's their way of knowing, oh, yeah, okay, she must really love me. He must really love me. I'll give you a chance this time. I want you to know that if you are going through all of this heaviness, you are still worthy of much more. I'm not going to say just leave, because it's not easy. And I could tell you that it's not easy because I've been in multiple abusive relationships. And it's like I left one to the next, until I got to the point I'm like, well, what is it? That every time I get in a relationship, it's like I'm meeting the same person in a different body. And that's because me, Alicia, Coach Lee, still had that energy on me. I still had some healing I had to work on within myself, some inner childhood healing. And once I started healing myself, once I started working on me, then I started attracting different type of people. I was no longer trauma bonded with someone. And I do want to add this, that a lot of times we're attracted to these individuals because of a trauma connection. And that energy from that trauma connection draws us together. I was bonded with an individual because of abandonment for years. For years. When he would leave, I would beg him to come back. When I would leave, he would beg me to come back. And it was just almost like we could not be apart. Once I realized that this is not the life I don't want to live anymore. This can't be the life. And it came to me, I had to work on my abandonment. That's for another video. And since this one is going a little over than I anticipated, I will talk about healthy relationships in another video. But I just felt the call and the need to really talk about unhealthy relationships, because I'm all about wanting you to build that true, authentic, healthy relationship within yourself first. In order to do that, you have to recognize what is unhealthy, an unhealthy relationship. how does an unhealthy relationship look? And a lot of times, the person don't never ever have to put their hands on you, but they abusing you financially, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and always putting you down, always making you feel bad, always blaming you for everything. You are enough and you are worthy. The moment you recognize that, the moment when you can take a stand for you. It's not going to be easy in the beginning. Because at the beginning, you have to do a self-reflection and recognize, is this what I really, truly want to keep dealing with? When you get to that point to know this is not what I want to continue to deal with, then you're ready to open your eyes and move forward for you. Thank you so much for listening. Please share this with so many people that it may resonate with, so that they can recognize the unhealthy relationship, the unhealthy traits. And it's more, I just had to get to the surface ones. And the surface ones is the financial, psychological, emotional, mental, the manipulation and the blaming. They're the surface ones. The ones that's really important for you to say, oh my gosh, wow, this has been happening. So thank you so much for listening. Like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for the healthy relationship conversation next. Thank you all so much for listening. I am Coach Lee, the world's #1 self-love master trainer using a holistic approach. And as always, have peace in your mind, love in your heart, happiness in your soul. Namaste. Till next time, my beautiful people.